thanks for joining me again. We're back on the coffee van project. As you can see, it's really coming on, but the video you're about to watch is the beginnings of all of this. So what have we got? It's the first delivery of all the fridges and the freezers and bits and pieces. We're going to start putting it together and laying it all out, and then we're going to get on with building the framework for the cabinets. Let's crack on. Ooh. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got. We've got one glass fronted fridge here, we've got the freezer there, and another glass fronted fridge here. So let's whip the packaging off and just lay them out in the van and see what it looks like. That looks nice. And the door opens on the front. So let's get this one in to start with. Do you want to know how you put your back out? Oh, watch this. Oh, we made it. Plenty more to go though. We've got all of these others to go in. Looks nice again. All good. These glass fronted fridges are fantastic. You can get about 10 4-pint milk cartons in there. Really good storage. Lift with your legs, not with your back. Once we've struggled getting that one in, we can move on to the next package, which is the freezer. We'll get all the packaging off of this one. Oh, got a blooming dent in the front door. Never mind. Oh, can't be bothered to send it back. But never mind, it's a pain. Let's have a little look in there. Open. Yeah, that's all good. Come and have a look in here. So we've got the one near the door, one down there, and the fridge is going to go in, or the freezer is going to go in the middle. So let's get that up. So that's in there. Like that. And that one will sit next to it. Oh, it's starting to look a bit more like a coffee van. Right, and let's get the water tanks in there. Oh, what we've got here, these are two 50-litre vented, got a little vent in the lid, with the fixing at the bottom there for a pipe and outlet pipe. Wide-dale plastics these are from, but we got them off of eBay. They were surprisingly cheaper on eBay than what they were from a local supplier. Brand new, obviously. Just pay to look about and do your own work. These came in at just under £200 for the two, about £100 each. But they've got to be the right size, the right thickness, so that we can get them into the gap. We've got one that fits in there sideways like that, and then the other one goes above it on a bracket that we're going to make on a frame, and that sits up there like that. So we'll end up with something along those lines. So there we've got it: fridge, tanks, freezer, second fridge. We've just got to build a framework around it now, and worktops. We're going to try and put some of the backing back in again. So you remember when we got it, I ripped it all out, took all the wood out and all the lining and everything. But this is going to be right at the back of the cupboards and everything. So I'm thinking, use the old material, box that in, and then we can work away from that. So this is what we had. This plyboard. We've got a couple of pieces for this side. We can get that back in again. Something along those lines. And I can rivet this right back to the wall. Puff puff. get it in, and then that will be that problem sorted, and we can then start building the cupboards and the units out from that. So I'll run a little piece of alley behind this trim here, rivet to that, and then these two can rivet together, and then it'll all be nice and solid when it's all in situ. So we get the drill, rivets. I love a drill and a rivet, can't help myself. We'll bang a load of holes through there, we'll get all this riveted up. This is going to make this nice and strong and hold it all together and keep that line perfect. So it's going to look really clean and tidy and nice. We might as well make use of this old hardboard. There we go. That's really nice. Got a nice edge there now to rivet the new piece too when it's all in situ. Right, so I've just put a little spacer on the end of my drill bit just to save me going through too far and stabbing the outside of the bodywork. So that should save us any mischief. Yeah, famous last words. Just in case I slip. But let's try and get some of these screws in and some rivets in here. So we've got some nice stanchions coming down the van which we can drill through and get into. Give that a bit of a bang, get it in, get this curvature going on. It's going to be the first one that I'm bending, so let's see how we go on. Oh yeah, lovely. That's put that in nice, isn't it? Originally all these panels were screwed to the side of the van, but the rivets make such a neater job and it's far stronger. Obviously couldn't push too hard on that, didn't want it to damage the wood. That's got it nice though. Lovely. That's delightful, that. Really nice. We're getting there, not too many more needed. Oh hello, there's somebody at the door. Don't mind put you on YouTube, is that right? Yeah. Cheers buddies, thanks very much mate. House of Worktops. What a cracking service that is. Those guys have driven all the way up from St Albans, all online, brilliant. 140 quid a piece, those worktops. What can I make with all this beautiful metal? Right, so we're starting getting in the framework. Can't wait to get this bit done. It's going to look like we've actually done something. So what we've got here, starting out from the main stanchion that runs in the back of the van, got some of the 30mm box section there. We're going to run a piece, the whole length where the worktop's going to be running to, box it up this end on here. We've got some box section on the floor that's going to be cut to size. We're going to build a cabinet into there, another stanchion down here, cupboard in there, stanchion in there, boff, boff, boff. It's going to look amazing. So let's cut some of this to length. What's the length we've got? 39.4?
89.4.
Oh, good job you don't listen to me. I'll cut it the wrong size. Are you sure about that then?
That's it, perfect.
Yeah. I'm going to bring in this piece of cut to size already. Look, let's have a look. Let's spin that round there. How you getting on, Dad? All right?
Yeah.
So we've got the little Ely cutter. Just put a new blade in it. So we've got a nice sharp blade, because that was the old blunt one. The teeth have just gone a little bit shy on that. Two nice pieces that should be the same length for a bit. Look, if the old man's any good at cutting stuff up. What do you reckon, Dad? Hey up, that's not bad, is it? Look. Let's spin them in there. So now you'll get an idea as to what I'm waffling on about. Hopefully now that one's going to fit. Oh, I'll tell you what, Dad, we need another one of those.
Yeah.
We need, yeah, because we've got that one's going to go there, isn't it? So that's one there, one there. We're going to need another Another two. Another two of them.
I like to wind my dad up. Especially when he's got his pencil in his mouth.
89 pencil. Yeah. not 84.9.
No.
That's why I did him up. He'll be throwing me out of the workshop in a minute.
How many fingers you got left on your hand, Dad?
A lot of cutting things up really bad.
Let's crack on, Harry.
Close your fingers. Oh, years of experience there, look. But maybe I should have been holding the bit on the other end that you were chopping off.
We've got some bits of metal now, look. It's coming along.
If you can make head and tail of anything I'm going to say now, you're a better man than me.
So we've got one for there, one for there,
You want that long length now?
one for there.
Do you want one here? In the back on your
No, because we can't. That's that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Are you putting one straight through the top now?
yeah, it's got to go. What we need that one to get the length half right. It's going to go inside. Yeah, it's going to finish. It's going to finish on the inside of this the fridge edge because that furniture board's on the back of that.
Yeah.
And that's going to come in up to the back of that today. And then obviously a piece. We need a piece to
Is
run
this in
along.
the right position here?
It's
I swear there's some kind of telepathy going on here, because I don't seem to be finished off what I'm saying, yet he knows what I'm on about.
It's pretty close. We're going to be that. I've marked that up there as being.
Yeah.
It's been there. Let's just take another measurement from what I said originally. Right, yeah, this is the big one. Right, let's get this one done.
I think it's the other end you should be holding. That's the bit that's going to drop off. Ah, yeah, that bit over there.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Right, and so here we go. This will now hopefully. It's going to run off this bar here, straight down there.
Yeah. Straight on.
We've got the stanchion.
Onto that piece. Onto that end there.
Yeah. It's going to run up there, isn't it? Off there. Some more
Yeah.
drilling.
This, you got it. That's it.
And then another one's going to run off there.
Yeah. That's it.
And then that one there is the one to go off there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Looking like a cupboard. Real.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is.
Clamp this to that.
Yeah.
But we need that then pair of bowl grips I've got, with the big Milwaukee ones again.
Yeah.
That's what we need then, but what? I need another pair of them.
Are you got another one?
I don't need another pair. I'm going to have to buy another pair. So that's good.
Can't use this one. I want these myself.
Hey, we could have your G clamps you got there, look. Oh no, they'll dent it. Yeah, they'll dent it, they will. You've got no ends on them. You bought the ones with no ends on them.
Charles made this cup of tea here, look.
Oh yeah, sorry bro. Looking good though, Dad, that. Looking good, I think we're good. Right? That broke the back of that.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the best thing here. I think.
He's drank his tea and cleared off. Left me to it. Onwards and upwards.
Tight fit. Okay, so I'm going to have that bit running up the back of that hole there to give me something to work from. Let's try and clamp that in place if I can with that.
So this is going to give us a really nice end to work one from on the end, panel it in, and also something to put the stanchion down. So it's quite an important structural piece, this.
Solid. Solid as a rock. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice. Look at that. Then off the back of that, I can put a little spacer in here because this, it runs out at the bottom because of the shape of the body at the bottom there. So I'm going to put a little spacer in here just to bring that all in line, and then I can wham the next one straight onto that.
What directs these Milwaukee grips? They are delightful. I'll pop a link in the description for them.
Looking good. Just make sure it's square off the floor.
And this rivet gun has had an absolute beast in. It's put so many rivets in now. It's a delight to work with. It just saves so much effort.
Right, let's pull these off. So you can see I've just put a plate on the back there just to beef that. So I'm going to pull that back in, it's going to hold it all in line. I'm just going to put a little L bracket on there as well. Oh, super strength that is. To line. Look at the strength in that joint now. That's lovely, beautiful. Just need to get that square with that and then fix that down to the floor.
I'll drill 2 holes through here, one small one right through, a big one in the top, and then I'm going to use some screws to screw through the aluminium and into the wood that's below it, and that will peg everything together really nice and give it some good strength. There we go, we drop a screw straight through there, just long enough to go into the wood and not any further. Oh yeah.
Wallop straight down to the floor, beautiful. If we bring in his bit now from the top, just drop that all the way along on that now. You can see that's running flush all the way down to the back of the van.
We've got loads of drilling, loads of screwing to get these base sort of battens in. Make sure everything's nice and square. Bang some screws through, get that screwed down. Lovely.
Nice. Yeah, solid as a rock.
And then we get on with the uprights. Get a few of these in. Obviously need at the back there, and then we want some at the front to build all these boxes to make the cupboards with. Could have done this out of wood, but I just love the aluminium.
So I've just cut down some nice little brackets there to fasten this one back to the wall. And we'll just try and get this squared up again, make sure we've got everything dead right before we do it. Oh, my light's gone off. We're back. All lit up. Right then. Where we? Let's mark this up then so we don't have to keep fanning about with it. Get that up to there like that. That there is the square of the floor. Oh, that's some more on that side.
It's getting late, so I'm going to have to finish off in a minute for the night and crack on again tomorrow with a few more battens and pillars.
Oh, I don't need to do that because I'm plating that nice, so I don't want to. Yeah, that's cracked it, isn't it? Brilliant. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Got loads more to come on all the little nits and nitty bits, the gritty bits, on putting all the cupboards and the frames and everything together and what we've done right at the basics. So join me on the next one and we'll get stuck in and do a bit more. Eventually, we're going to end up looking a bit more like this. We'll get in there slowly, but thanks for sticking with me. Love your comments. Drop me some comments in. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.